Hello guys, Daleys Reviews here once again on this very good night. And today we have an iPhone SE, brand new iPhone from Apple, just released. And my friend Sekou, special guest. Special guest Tyler's here too.
It's an odd number, but an even night.
And yeah, we're gonna review the phone and we're gonna go into details about the comparison between the old iPhones and the new features of the new iPhone SE.
And also the specifications of the iPhone.
Yes. So without further ado, let's have an overview on iPhone SE from Apple itself.
Right.
A big step for a small phone. Welcome to iPhone SE, the most powerful 4-inch phone ever to create it. We started with a beloved design, then reinvented it from the inside out. The A9 is the same advanced chip used in the iPhone 6. Wow. The 12 megapixel camera captures incredible photos and 4K videos, and live photos brings your images to life. Wow. The result is an iPhone that looks small but lives large. 4-inch Retina display, A9 chip, 12 megapixel eyesight camera.
That's almost doubled from the 4S.
And look guys, they emphasize
doubled.
on the website, the technology, the most powerful 4-inch phone ever. At the core of iPhone SE is an A9 chip, the same advanced chip that is in iPhone 6s with 64-bit desktop class architecture. The A9 chip brings you spectacular speed and responsiveness, and with console class graphics.
In other words,
consoles, Xbox One, PS4, exactly like that.
In other words, you can
smooth, I can tell you that.
You can run the game GTA San Andreas 3 times on one phone.
I did not know that either.
Multitasking gestures are all possible, but that's impossible because that's just an example of what you can do on this new A9 chip phone. It's that powerful. It can do. If it had the multitasking available, you can run one game 3 times. Well, you can run the same game about 3 times on the same screen. So it has 3 separate windows open.
And basically, if you don't know what the A9 chip is, it's basically the heart of the phone. It's what makes it run so fast and smoothly. It is it's the brain of the phone.
The motherboard.
And one more thing we want to add to it, because you know, at this day and age, this generation, we love our cameras so much. We take selfies, we take videos, and we love to post them. So they emphasize the camera on Apple.com. The only camera you ever need, with a 12 megapixel eyesight camera, you can be sure to capture sharp detailed stills like the one shot on the iPhone 6s. That includes shooting and even editing brilliant 4K video, which is up to 4 minutes, 4 times the resolution of 1080 HD video.
Unbelievable.
Okay. They have FaceTime HD now. Wow. Didn't know that.
Wow, that's another
iCloud photo library, all your photos and videos always with you.
And let's not forget one more thing too. It also has the ID.
Oh yeah, fingerprint ID. It has that too.
Yeah,
always.
All standard.
I believe that's gonna become more of a mandatory thing for all phones after 2017.
But without further ado, Sekou, he's the current user of the phone. So let's get a customer's perspective and a long-term. Would you say it's a long-term? You had a phone for quite a while now.
Goddamn. Well,
what do you have to say about it? What's your favorite things about it?
Let me start off with the phone I originally had an iPhone 4S. As you can see.
Well, Sekou, that phone looks very beat up.
If you actually look closely, you can see the cracks.
It's like it slipped off the roof a couple times.
Actually, if you
more like it
back. Oh my lord.
The roof slipped on it.
But yes, you know what the iPhone 4S with the 8.5 chip is. Very shitty. Now with this new phone, I could say it feels lighter, less dense than the actual 4S, and smoother than the 6S. This phone, Lord, let me unlock it.
Quite a long password. I didn't know they had new passwords like that.
Yeah, you know, this one's actually a boxing combination.
Oh,
wow, okay. Oh man, processor really set the scheme.
Well, let me start off with the smoothness of the keyboard, because you know, that's one thing I've emphasized when I first got this phone. Well, let me see if I can show them.
Show them. Elaborate.
Yes. I don't know if this is too bright.
Oh,
this is too bright.
Almost. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, let me say Tyler. Send this to you. Apple. Look, even if I write APO, right? Yeah, I wrote APO. Probably can't even see it because it's backwards. But in the middle, the smart type says apps. I press APOV, it says apocalyptic. This phone, you know, is smooth, very fast, and it's running on a 4G LTE from personal Verizon.
And one thing I have to ask you a question on when I first seen your phone, Staple, is it looks identical to the iPhone 5S. Is that
You're not the first person to say that.
really?
Yeah. It's
Why
more
is
like
that?
when I first got the phone, my mom, even when she got it, she was like, "Wow, I thought it was a 5S." I'm like, "No, it's the SE."
So you're saying that Apple? I didn't know Apple decided to go back to the original
Yeah,
design.
they went back to their roots on this one. Like,
Wow.
For an example, when you see your phone, you can. Look at these. This is an iPhone 5S. This is a 6 SE. They look exactly alike. Everything. Let me see. Turn the brightness down a little. Everything looks exactly the same. Right? You know, maybe two different colors and whatnot, but you can even tell the thinness of the phones.
And I mean, you're holding it now. Is there a different weight? Do they feel like weight-wise? Which one's heavier? Which one's lighter?
I'm not even gonna lie. Here you go. The SE, I think it's heavier. I think I don't know if the 8-9 is bigger. If something, the processor for the FaceTime is bigger,
But
making it more heavier.
Even from
compared to-
feeling it, if the A9 felt like it's a little bit more, has a little bit more stuff inside there, maybe that is the A9 chip you're talking about.
Right. Because I mean, this phone is really power packed.
Let's get to this topic of space, gigabyte, because we all know what Android is like big on space and all that.
Yeah,
And
now
space
especially
on
with
your
the new GS7 comes with an extended 200 megabytes.
Wow. I mean,
Well,
what happened to
check-
this phone? Does this phone still use a standard 16 gigabyte?
Yeah, this is they do have the 64 gigabyte version, but in this one, this is a 16. Well, with this phone, let me see my.
You know what I have to say, guys, about Apple is that I have an iPhone 5S and they gave me 16 gigabytes and that ran out pretty quickly. What I ask you guys, what I think we all could agree on is that iPhone's baseline phones should be 32 gigabytes standard because the amount of games that are packed with graphics and gigabytes, we don't have a lot of space to mess around with. So
Exactly. I mean,
Apple
if they could
takes
change the
consideration of that.
headphones,
Well,
if they can up the
this,
headphones.
I downloaded. Let me see how many apps I downloaded. One.
And Tyler, I know you play a lot of games and you love games, right? You're a gaming fanatic, would you would say?
Yeah.
How's the games on the phone? I mean, you talked about San Andreas on there, so.
They're pretty good. They run really smooth, like as if you were playing a PS4 game. Not the same graphics, but just in terms of like no lagging or anything like that. It's just it's real immersive. Like you have a nice interface. There's no distractions, unless you want there to be distractions.
And I heard about this new 3D Touch on the 6. Does it come with this too?
Oh no, with this phone it's not available. Honestly, I think the body and the shape of the phone really can fit, especially with the huge A9 chip. You know.
This feels like a modern day phone though. It has the materials feel
Well,
like
unlike
really good.
you know
like
the
a matte
difference
finish,
between you know what's the difference between your phone and my phone? Your phone is alloy, aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
My phone is matte.
Yeah, it felt kind of.
You see how yours has a metallic brush? It's brushed metal. That is that's matte.
And one thing I noticed about this phone too is I remember when the guys seems like an iPhone when they debuted their iPhone 5 they emphasized the diamond cut edges on here. As you can see, my 5S has the diamond cut edges, which is very shiny, as opposed to the matte finish on the side of it. This phone doesn't have a shiny diamond finish; it just has a regular cut edge. If you ask me, it's like they kind of downgraded, but kept. I guess they kept this. They downgraded the cosmetic part of the phone, the outside of it, and upgraded everything internally, and that is a deceitful thing. Very smart, Apple. I like what you do. So, what do we have here inside this box?
Well, inside this box, you know, comes with everything that Apple comes with. You know, we have first off our little how to use Apple 6SE. And then we have, our 2 little Apple stickers. That's a little giveaway for y'all.
Can we keep it?
Yeah, man.
All right, give me.
Right here.
You don't need this anymore.
Yeah, you got the phone info, and there you go. It's the how to.